And then using a Still 661 from Hamilton East Still Shop on Grey Street in Hamilton, New Zealand. We're in New Zealand here. Then we'll be putting it through the splitter here and going up the ramp onto the truck there. I have got other splitters. Again, I'm not using them at this point. Yeah. So please enjoy if you like. It won't be long. Let's get into it. Let's get that over there like that. Maybe a bit more like that. Try that out. Let's warm this saw up and get into it. I should really be doing some first person stuff. I don't know if we've got the, I don't think I've got the heat harness here. Just putting on our chaps. Get our chaps on here. You can get a pair of these chaps for about $100 from Still Shop on Grey Street in Hamilton East. Great, stops the sawdust going in your boots and also stops you getting cut. Again, I'm not too sure where about my normal safety glasses are, so I'm using these ones. Alright, let's give this a choke. Target that bigger one there first. Okay, when I'm using the chainsaw, I always make sure that the chain lock's on. Then make sure that the bar doesn't go round. Even when the chainsaw's going, you can hit the accelerator and the chain doesn't go round. So when I'm using it, you'll see me going like this. And that's just putting it on, and that's taking it off. I never move around with the chainsaw going without it being on. And I also make, even when the chainsaw is off, like when I turn the saw off, I'll just flick it forward and it's on. It's just the practice that I get into and make sure that I do all the time. And it helps if you do it. If you do it all the time, then you're just going to naturally do it. And it's really important, especially if you don't want to cut yourself. Just a little bit of advice, a little bit of eyewear, some leg wear, and some earmuffs. All right. But also, this is a Still 661, so it's about 94 cc's with a 25-inch bar, and it's a lightweight bar along with a full chisel chain that I have sharpened recently. Let's get into it. So you can get all your Stihl products no matter where you are. We can courier them to you from Stihl Shop on Grey Street in Hamilton East, New Zealand. All right, let's get into it. We'll cut up a little bit, few of these rings here, and then we'll put them through the splitter, which is just over here. We also want to make sure there's no dirt, well, as least as possible dirt to have done our chain. This just gets cutting at least, and we might move the where you're looking. We'll go over here. We most probably won't go over there. We will, let's just go down here. Like that. Yola, everyone. Oh, cheers, Nun. How are you, man? Yola, Daryl. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to be getting into. We're going fishing in a couple of days' time. We got some pretty cool news, man. Wait to see what's going on in a couple of days' time. All right. We'll just warm up our saw and then we'll start giving it to it. But yeah, we're going to be going out on Wednesday, and you'll see what's happening. It's really cool. So yeah, we're going on a fishing trip on Wednesday, live streaming, and I'll be making a video as well. Thanks to Lorna, my darling. Thanks to also my dad, and thanks to Rolo's Marine. Yeah! Alright, here we go. And also, thank you to Stihl Shop on Grey Street in Hamilton East. Thank you very much. Oh yeah? Don't like it, eh? Wants to run away. You stay right there, bloody phone. Right, let's just give it a little clean here. Little clean. Get it back there like that. Should be mint. Should be right. Sorry about that. My wrist is a bit. I hate wearing these dark. So so we'll just try and twist this around. Let's see if we can't roll it backward. Like that. Get all the dirt off. So we just let our chainsaw cool down for a bit there. Get all this, while it's idling that is. It also helps lube up the bar when you're in these bigger cuts like this. Even though we just started, it should be fine. Just get all this dirt off here. Just to help with keeping the chain nice and sharp. Hey Nun, if you're still there, what were you watching, bro? What video were you watching? Here we go. Let's just get in there. So yep, we've got a fishing trip coming up really on Wednesday. How's that for angle? Looks okay, eh? Does it? We can go a bit closer, eh? I think we can go a bit closer than that. We'll go like that. Just like that. just being a bit troublesome here. It's been a bit of a nuisance, and I've missed it. So we'll just walk over here to my messy little here, and we'll grab this, and we'll just come back over here. Get that pull down a little bit. Oh, that should be right there. We'll just whack this one off. Hopefully, I'm not too sure where we. Oh, yeah, there's the snapped piece of our splitting axe there that we snapped not too long ago. Here we go. We'll just whack that in. See, it's nice and separated there. That's about as far as it's going to go, though. We need to. My darling did ask me, "Did you get an axe?" And I haven't. I need to get one. Seriously. Because I think one of these days we come in here and we use the axe the whole time we're here. A good hour or something worth of axe work. So we'll just shift back in there like that. Sort of a waist, just over waist high bit of wood there. Let's just hold up. Just get you back up like that. Get you back up like that. Something like that. just come into the cut, make sure that on this side here, there's nothing that the saw is going to hit. Even if it's a little twig, hit the little twig, it can possibly bounce back up, boom, straight in the face. Hence why you generally wear a helmet with a protective guard. I do wear them. Anyway, nice and clear on this side, nice and clear on this side, chain brakes on. Obviously, I'm flexing for the chainsaw. It's the chainsaw that's got the muscles. It definitely ain't me. Alright, hold up. I'll just clean the camera. Alright. So I actually, I've found out I've got really bad night vision. Like seeing with these glasses on is like so bad for me. I found that out. We had a guy jump my back and think he was gonna control my house at night, at night time, and it turned into a fight to get him off the property, even though I asked him nicely. And in that situation, I realised my night vision is really, really bad. I can't see at night very well, I've found, even though we do a lot of stuff at night. Anyway, let's just make sure you can see what's going on there. You can see enough. Let's zoom back in a little touch here. Oh, this is the fisherman guy. Yes, it is. We're going fishing on Wednesday, and I've got a surprise, I tell you that. I have a massive surprise. We're going to be going out for a couple of days on Wednesday, at least a couple of days. I'm not saying how, what, where. It's going to be epic. Anyway. And then after that, we're going out for 30 days. Straight, 30 days straight out on the ocean, live streaming 24/7. Anyway, here we go. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you want to keep up with what's going on. back over here. So we're just going to come in from the back here, just finish that off, and then we got one to the very right there, the smash. Your mama. Her mama. And his mama's mama. Alright, so where does that leave us? That leaves us over onto that. We've also got this bad boy here, who is going to be a mission to get sawed up. So let's get him or her under control It's got cuts all the way through it. I'm going to look at you. Right, so we've got a cut coming up through there and a cut ending down here. So if we come in and go, it should be pretty straight. We should get right on it there. Whoo! We've got a good view, good enough, eh? Let's hit it. Hit it! We might try come from the front here, just because it's the easier option for me. Just like that. Made a bit of an error. Idiot. Idiot. I thought I moved it enough. But we went in. That's a big piece, heavy piece of wood. Put a nice bruise here, which is ugly on it, sadly. Bruised it up. You see it there. Damn it. I have got another one of these at home from the other one I've got. This doesn't really bloody matter, does it? Damn it. I think I've got another one there somewhere. So we're just gonna come for a walk. Come for a bloody walk, if you want. So, there's my blinking sheep out there. Sheepy! A sheepy! Yeah, they're not too fussed about me. There's Mama in the corner there. Oh, I didn't stash. Where's Dad? Where is Dad? He's somewhere there. He'll be separating one of those ewes from the rest of them. He's pretty nasty like that. Well, he's not nasty. He just keeps One of them separated while he's working on her. And yeah, she's not allowed to move unless he lets her. Anyway, we use cooking oil, canola oil. This is brand new canola oil, never used, as bar lube in our chainsaw here. Let's just fuel up. We'll just use that nice little flat spos there. Right there, easy. Just going to smash this one too. And then we'll put a few through the old splitter there. We'll just whack that off. I don't like to do both at once because you forget to shut one. Well, I do. Or put the wrong thing in the and we got a bit of rain. I think the ute is windows shut, I hope. Anyway, we'll just put you there and get you to just stand up against there, if you don't mind, please. Just stand up there and we'll just zoom on in like that. Okay, and so I got a nice 50 to 1 mix here. 91 fuel or 91 octane. Wasn't supposed to, I don't think. For bar lube, we use the canola oil or any cooking oil. Why would you do that, you say? It's actually really, really good. It means I use it in all my chainsaws. So I use it in all my chainsaws, and why would I do that? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's cheaper, it does an excellent job of lubing up the bar. All this wood here is it's just a mess, but this is all nice plum, fruit trees and all that I'll use for smoking whenever I want. And when I do fruit tree jobs, I'm using cooking oil, not like a petrol-based oil. So it's better for the tree. It also means that there's no petrol-based oil on the wood that you're cutting, in case you are going to use it to cook. So we'll just come out here and just make sure our ute's getting wet. Of course it is. We also use this from Still Shop, Hamilton East, on Grey Street. This is the green stuff. This allows you to run your saw at 50 to 1 instead of 25 to 1. It is more expensive, but it goes so much further because you use less. It's excellent, excellent oil. You also get a 4-year warranty on your gear if you're using it and you're not commercial. So we'll just, rather than 2 years, should be all right. We'll be all right, mate. Rather than 2 years, and so all of these, am an arborist, hence why we have all this. It is a freaking mess here. I'm never blinking here anymore. Keeping the place nice and clean or anything, which I will be one of these days soon. I got so much wood to bring in, it's not funny. And from tree jobs around the place. So anyway, let's just get back over here. We're going to quickly, well, I've got this one to go to, damn it. This stuff here is from one of New Zealand's most famous people in the new era here. He's definitely the most famous New Zealander in my opinion, worldwide. You might be able to figure out who that is if you really think about it. You'd most probably say his name if you said that New Zealand's most famous person around the world these days, and you would know who that is if you really thought about it. But anyway, yes, Yola Estate, it's raining here. How are you? Yola Estate. So we'll just quickly go like this. And like that. Grab our cover here. Put that back on. Put this fuel out of the way. Oh, to see where you are looking. We'll do a touch more cutting here. Just a touch more. We'll come up over here and we will go like that. And we will zoom that right in like that. And we'll sit that back and it should be good. Alright, so we'll just throw these out of the way. Alright, so it is very humid here. Alright, let's cut that bad boy up a little bit. You can't really see much, but you can see something. Yeah, so we're going to be going fishing on Wednesday, which it's Sunday here in New Zealand at the moment. It's Sunday 3:58 in the afternoon on Wednesday, which is in a couple of days. We're going to be going fishing, live streaming, making a video as well. Please check out my channel, check out the videos if you like. And then in the near future, in the next month or so, maybe less than a month, we're going out to sea for 30 days straight, live streaming 24/7. So please like, subscribe, share, comment. Anyway. And thank you to Rolo's Marine for that, making that happen a lot faster than it was going to happen. So get some of the dirt off here, and also thank you to my darling Lorna, or Lorna Estate, Yola Estate. Alright, here we go. Let's just get these cut up a little bit here. Oh. Sorry. All right, here we go. Get it on the chopping board. Make sure we got plenty of nothing on the other side yet. All right. All right, nearly there. Let's finish this up. We'll just get that. We'll get the one in the back there. like? How much? Very nice. Right, so we'll just put that down here, out of the way, nice and close. All right, that's enough of that for now. Oh, right, let's turn this bad boy on. Did we turn the gas off? It looks like we did. So we may have gas in here, so we may be so lucky. That's back like that. Turn that choke off. Choke back off. Choke off. Your mama. Warm up. It doesn't really like it. Whew. It's not liking it one bit. Right, let's just make sure camera's nice and clean. Get it up there. Like that. Let's give it a go. I'm going to call that a day. I can't see nothing with these on, and it's a little bit too dangerous for my liking. I've just, like, I can't really see what I'm doing. I know that sounds really weird, but it's actually really true. So I need my clear ones. Well, it's not that I can hardly see. I can hardly see what I'm doing. So let's go and have a little rest over here and a little moment. I've got no gloves on either, and I don't really enjoy that either. So I'm calling that what it is, and that's it being over. So thank you again for watching. I might go live tonight and make us a snapper burger. Yeah, I'm not enjoying doing that with those glasses on at all. If you wanted to, yeah, I can't really see that well in the night, in the dark. I'm getting to know over the I don't know, that just sort of proves it, how much I can't really see in the darkness. But Nun 10:30 p.m. here. I always think you're in New Zealand, Nun. Jaden Scott, go have a cup of tea, you earned it. Thanks, man. Thank you. Slabbing them logs was a job in itself. It was. That saw wasn't cutting that well. My sharpening skills were crap. Clean setup. Thank you, Jaden. It's starting to look a lot more like money. Yola, Hoyapa South, how you doing, brother? Hobbits have to keep warm here too. Bro, the splitter job nearly done. Fill the truck up. Yeah, I would. I need to have eyewear on, and to protect my eyes, and I was going to take them off, but what kind of example would that be setting? So I'm not going to do that. Honestly, it's safer to have them to have them off than to have them on. Yeah, so anyway, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to be back doing the same thing tomorrow. If you want to check in, I might be doing something else too, you never know. We have got a pretty cool trip coming up on Wednesday, so check that out. And I may, if I get the chance tonight to stick up a video, I will edit up a video, either the corner camp part 2, Matata part 2. I think there's a couple of part 2s to come up. So I'll most probably get on with doing that since I'm not doing this. Honestly, I was struggling to see where my hands were in that, so, well, let's not say struggling, but it definitely wasn't good for my eyes. Well, it didn't feel good for my eyes. Anyway, we'll be back. This is me for the next couple of days. Yeah, so bloody thanks again for checking in, and everybody have a good one, and we'll see you then. And let's hope I can get a video up tonight again, and we've got some cool stuff coming up. So anyway, Yola, we've got 30 days coming up, live stream for 24/7 out on the ocean. We're going to be out on the ocean for 30 days straight, live streaming 24/7. And we've got a trip coming up on Wednesday, and we may also go live through it before that. Well, we'll be going live tomorrow when we're back here anyway. So thanks again, everybody. Have a good one, and thanks again to you, Yola Estate, and any of the other admin, Pink Caddy, Blue Nose Pity, and Big T Snap, and also Zoo's Original 111. And thank you again to my dad, and thanks again to Still Street Still Shop on Hamilton. Thanks again to Still Shop Hamilton East on Grey Street. And also thanks again to Rollo's Marine. Anyway, freaking awesome. Everybody have a good afternoon or morning, day, whatever, wherever you are. Thanks again, and we'll see you again. Most we're going to cook snapper burgers when we get home or later this evening. So if you are around and you feel the need to, I did tell Nun would cook some snapper burgers. I didn't get home. I stayed out on the last trip. I was out there till 3:30 a.m. that morning, which was high tide again. We fished till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then or so. And then I decided it was too rough, and we were out there till 3:30 a.m. in the morning, and then got the boat out, came back, and then, yeah, the rest is history. So anyway, all everybody, have a good one, and thanks again. We'll see you then.